Now, as a next building block, I want to define the structure of my meetup data and how that data should be stored. That it should be stored in such a meetups.json file. Therefore here, as a next prompt, I'll write now add code to store and fetch meetup data. Each meetup should be defined via an ID, title, summary, and address. Title, summary, and address are string values. The ID should be a number. So here I'm providing some specific instructions to ChatGPT regarding the data types that should be used and the shape of my meetup objects. And of course, this does require some programming knowledge, because otherwise string might not be a term you would commonly use to describe text. And I'll also add another instruction to this prompt here. The meetup data should be stored and fetched from a meetups.json file. Now we could add more, but I'm happy with these instructions here for this next step, for this next building block. I'll just add one extra instruction here. Only provide the code, don't add any extra explanations, which hopefully ensures that ChatGPT only gives me the code and nothing else. So with that, ChatGPT goes ahead and indeed only responds with the code, with the updated code to be precise. And now this updated code here does indeed also handle writing to a file and reading to a file. So that's looking good. And it also has the updated code for these routes, where, for example, when a meetup gets created, it is extracting title, summary, and address from the incoming request body. And it's then reading the existing meetups, so loading the existing meetups and adding a new meetup to them. It also manages the ID of those meetups and makes sure that we have unique IDs for all these meetups. So with that, we got some updated code. And I'll now copy that code. And here, for me, in this case, I can't replace the existing code with this updated code, because indeed, since I do have some web development and programming experience, I can tell that this code is missing some crucial pieces that I have in my current code. So ChatGPT did not give me the entire application code here, but indeed only the new parts that must be added. So therefore, I will start by just adding these imports and this meetups file path code at the top of my file here, like this. And then I'll add these two functions which handle writing and reading to and from files. I'll add them here, let's say. We could also put them into separate files, but for the moment I'll add it all in this one file. And then I'll grab these routes here and replace my existing routes. But I'll, for example, keep this middleware and not get rid of that, because we still need that. It just wasn't part of the new updated code because ChatGPT focused on the parts that changed. So now I'll replace these routes here, but also keep the app listen part, for example. And with that, I got the updated routes, which now do manage some meetups, which do store some meetups in a meetups.json file. And now is also a good time to test this and to verify that it works.